Hi everybody, this is Madison from the Davis Food Co-op Teaching Kitchen. All of last month we were collecting recipes for our local flavors recipe challenge, and we have picked our favorites from each category and we're going to bake them for you. So today I am making the recipe we chose from the Eastern Flavors Recipe Challenge, and this recipe is by Becky and she calls it Asian udon peanut sauce noodles. So that's what I'll be making. So we'll need 8 ounces of wide udon noodles. And I already have my water boiling, so I'm gonna start these right away. And while these are cooking, we'll prep all of the other stuff. Okay, I'm gonna mix my noodles too. So that way they don't stick. And I'll keep an eye on those. It just says to cook them according to the package directions. Okay, and then the next step is to make our peanut sauce. So I have a small bowl. It says that we'll need a 1/3 cup of creamy peanut butter. So I have this Wild Friends creamy peanut butter. They're a B Corp. They're a favorite of ours here. I'm gonna need a 1/3 cup of it. Okay, we're gonna need rice vinegar, tamari, sriracha, sesame oil, and then honey or maple syrup. Then we're gonna need ginger and just a little bit of warm water. And I'm gonna add all of that in with my peanut butter. So first I will do the rice vinegar. It says we need 2 tablespoons. And we have the seasoned one. This is the unseasoned one. It's the green one. This is the unseasoned one. So this is just straight rice vinegar. Rice vinegar typically comes, or at least this brand, comes in 2 different kinds. There's the unseasoned one, which is this one, and then the one that just has a little bit of sugar and stuff in it to sweeten it up a little bit. Okay, so I added 2 tablespoons of that. Then we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of tamari, which is just a gluten-free soy sauce. And then it says to add 1/4 to a 1/2 teaspoon of sriracha. And I'm definitely gonna go with 1/2 teaspoon. So I want it to be spicier. Okay, and then we need maple syrup. And it says to do 2 tablespoons of maple syrup or honey. Okay, we need 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Okay. And then we're gonna need some ginger and some garlic. And I'm gonna need to grab my grater and my garlic press. So it says we need 2 cloves of garlic and about a teaspoon of minced ginger. This looks like it might be 3 cloves of garlic. There's a small one hiding in there. Okay. So I'm just gonna grab my garlic press and my zester thing. Okay, and then my ginger. So I'm gonna try and peel a little bit of the skin off of my ginger before I start zesting it to make it a little bit easier. Or if you have a peeler on hand, you could always use that. It's definitely easier than using a chef's knife. Okay, and it says I need 1 teaspoon. Okay, and then it just says to whisk all of this together. Oh wait, no, I'm missing one thing. 3 tablespoons of warm water. Okay, and then I'm going to whisk it all together. Yeah, it says to whisk them all together in a small bowl until smooth. Okay, I'd say that looks pretty smooth. Okay, and I'm going to check on my noodles. They look like they're almost ready. I'm going to give them another minute or so. I know they need about 7 or 8 minutes. Okay, and while that is finishing up, I'm going to prep the garnishes. So the garnishes are green onions and a lime. So it just says it needs, a squeeze of a slice of a lime. So I'm going to cut them, I'll just cut half of it into slices for us to try it with. And then the green onions, it just says a 1/4 cup chopped. Whenever I chop up green onions, I always imagine them being pretty thinly sliced, so that's how I'm gonna do it. Okay, I just peeled off the outer layer of my green onion, cutting off the roots at the bottom. And then I'm just gonna slice it. It says we need a 1/4 cup, but since it's a garnish and it's just 2 of us eating it right now, I'm just gonna cut up one of them. Whether that ends up being a 1/4 cup or not, I imagine it being enough since it's a garnish. Okay, and there's our garnish for it. I'm gonna check my noodles. And I'm gonna taste one to make sure they're cooked all the way. I feel like I need a fork. I'm gonna burn myself if I try and grab it with my hands. Still gonna burn myself. Yeah, those are ready. So I'm gonna strain them. Okay, here are all my noodles. And then the last step, it says, is to pour the peanut sauce over noodles in serving bowls. Use tongs or chopsticks to mix until the sauce covers the noodles and garnish. Okay. I'm going to cheat and use a spoon and a fork instead of tongs or chopsticks. My noodles. It smells really good. Okay, and then I'll garnish. I like a lot of green onions. And just some lime. And then there we go. Yeah. And now we'll try it and let you know how it is. Do you think we should still just eat it here, or should we tell them how it is afterwards? Okay, so I'll try it and see how it is. It looks really hot. It's really good. It's really good. This is definitely better than the peanut noodles that I make at home. I can taste the vinegariness. I was a little worried about the amount of tamari that I was putting in, 2 tablespoons. But it's like just the right amount of saltiness. It's not too salty. I might add a little bit more sriracha, but I can definitely taste it. I know that my partner will definitely add like a whole extra tablespoon of sriracha on it, but there is a little bit. It's a little bit sweet, but not too sweet. I'm thinking that if you're gonna make it at home, you should think about which vinegar you're gonna be using. This vinegar is just straight vinegar, but the other, I think it's an orange bottle, it has added sugar in it. So you may not want to add the maple syrup if you're gonna be using the seasoned vinegar, because it is a little bit sweet, but not too sweet. I think I'm gonna add this extra wedge of lime to mine too, to eat it. I like a lot of lime. Yeah, it's super good. Nice job, Becky. We'll post the recipe soon, and I hope you all enjoy making this at home yourselves.